Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe if you haven't yet already. It's a red button beneath me somewhere, and if you click on that you'll be subscribed to my channel. There's also a white bell next to that, and if you click on that you'll get an alert every time I upload new content. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That would make me very happy, like truly happy. Today's video is quick and it's just 5 simple beauty tips. Aside from beauty comes from within and only do what feels comfortable to you, and you're your own worst critic, so try to be less hard on yourself. These are actually 5 things that, not 10, but 5 things that I think are legit tips and tricks that you may not have thought of. The last one, hopefully you thought of, but I don't think you're probably doing as much as you should, so I'm just going to encourage you. So the first thing is, and you may not have thought of this before, is to use dedicated pencil sharpeners. And what I mean is this. I use a lot of red lipstick. I use a lot of white and nude liner in my waterline. And I use a lot, not a lot, but I use some black liners in my tight line and just lining my eyes and everything. And I used to find that when I used pencil sharpeners, especially if I used white and black in the same one, it would get all kind of muddy and gray. So I have 3 separate pencil sharpeners. This is the one that I use for pinks and whites. There's a little pink dotted nail polish on it. This is the one that I use for red. Has a little red dotted nail polish on it. Actually, the pink one I also would use for like nude lip liner, which I don't go through very often. And the last one, which has nothing on it, is for black or for darks. So that's the first tip. Have separate pencil sharpeners for kind of separate colors so things don't get all like wonky. Tip 2 is aim for symmetry. So just let's imagine that you're going in trying to do like a very thin line of eyeliner, and all of a sudden it becomes like very thick and it's a lot different than how you were expecting to go into it. If you can fix it, fix it. But if you can't, just try to aim for symmetry on the other side. Nobody knows what you were initially planning on doing. So as long as things are kind of symmetrical, that's really all that matters. And tip 3 is kind of similar, is that, and I learned this from Zoella a long time ago, is that your eyebrows are sisters and not twins. I used to spend a lot of time trying to make them be identical, and they're not. They're very similar, but they're never going to be identical. I think that we strive for that more than anything, more than our eyes, more than kind of half of our mouths and our cheeks and things like that. I think a lot of people really struggle with trying to make their eyebrows be identical, and they're never going to be. So sisters, not twins, for your eyebrows. Another tip is to practice before you wash your face at night. And I know that I've mentioned this before, like a long time ago in my eyeliner video, but you learn things by practicing. So the worst thing to do, like you wouldn't go to a job interview cold, right? You do some research about the company and maybe have practice interviews with friends, and you do something. You wouldn't just show up cold. And you shouldn't try to put on makeup for an important occasion like the day of. So if you want to learn something, I'm right now trying to perfect a cut crease, and I've been practicing it for a long time. So often before I take off my makeup at night and wash my face, which you should always do, that's not a tip, that's just what you should be doing, is I practice. So practice putting on false eyelashes, practice the cat eye, practice whatever you want to practice. But try things before you're going to be taking off your makeup at night and washing your face, so that there's no pressure for you to be anywhere. You're just doing it, seeing how it looks. No harm, no foul. If it's great, take a picture. If it's not great, take a picture, and you can learn from that too. And step 5, or step 1, I forget if I started with 1 or with 5, but the most important thing, as important as just being confident in your own skin and that beauty comes from within and all of those things that are true. The most important beauty tip that I can give you is to wear sunscreen every single day. It doesn't matter if it's cloudy, it doesn't matter if it's sunny, it doesn't matter where you live. You should be wearing sunscreen, I think at least a 30 every day. Higher if you're going to be in direct sunlight. Every day, on your face, on your chest, and on your hands. I've heard people say that people will start to age or start to show their age on their chests and on their hands because they're wearing sunscreen on their face but not in their chests and on their hands. So make sure you're doing that every day. Those are my beauty tips for you. Please let me know what your beauty tips are for me and for all of us out there. I would love to know the things that you've kind of learned along the way, pearls of wisdom that you'd like to share with the group. So, as always, thank you so much for watching. A lot to do on YouTube and a lot to do in the world, and I'm really, really grateful that you took some time to swim with me today. Take care, and I'll see you again very soon with lots of sunscreen on. Bye.